Hi, we are from Group Nurzona. We'll be presenting our issues entitled Mental Illness Among Teenagers. Here you go. Hi, my name is Flona G. Jeffrey Joseph Kenson, matrix number 191221527. So now I will be present about what is mental health. Well, first of all, mental health refers to cognitive, behavioral, and emotional well-being. It is all about how people think, feel, and behave. People sometimes use the term of mental health to mean the absence of a mental disorder. Mental health can affect daily living, relationship, and physical health. Conditions such as stress, depression, and anxiety can all affect mental health and disrupt a person's routine. Next, the WHO stressed that mental health is more than just the absence of mental disorder or disabilities. Peak mental health is about not only avoiding active condition but also looking after ongoing wellness and happiness. They also emphasize that preserving and restoring mental health is crucial on an individual basis, as well as throughout different communities and societies all over the world. Here is some of the examples of mental illness. First, mood disorder. This is such as depression. Second is anxiety disorder. Third, trauma-related disorder. And the fourth, substance abuse disorder. And last, eating disorder.
Hi, I'm Nurzona binti Slamat. So let's talk about the mental illness sign that you should not ignore. 1. You're having feeling of sadness. 2. You are having extreme mood swings and you don't know why. 3. You have confused thinking or reduced ability to concentrate. 4. Significant tiredness, low energy, or sleeping problem. 5. You have major change in eating habits. 6. Excessive anger, hostility, or violence. 7. Your worry and anxiety have gotten out of control. And the last one is suicidal thinking, or suicidal thought that refers to think about planning suicide. So if you have any sign or symptoms of mental illness, see your primary care provider or a mental health professional. Most mental illness don't improve on their own, and if untreated, a mental illness may get worse over time and causes serious problems.
Good evening to my lecturer. My name is Lowy Kid.
Do you agree that mental health should be taken seriously?
Yes, I'm totally agree with that. We should take care of our mental health seriously. This is because mental and physical health are equally important components of overall body health. If one of these components is not in good condition, the overall health will be influenced badly. By nurturing our mental health can help us to combat or prevent these mental health problems. For example, the mental illness, especially depression, will increase the risk of many types of physical health problems, leading some long-lasting conditions like strokes, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Next, when we are mentally healthy, we can enjoy our life and the external environment. We can be creative, willing to learn and try new things. We have the ability to cope with difficult times in our life, such as when we face a job loss or a relationship problem. A good mental health will help us able to get on and enjoy our lives once again. Furthermore, a good mental health will realize our full potential, hence improve our overall performance in work or on study. Healthy mental can also influence us to make a good decision that will bring benefits to our team and hence increase the productivity. So that's all for my part. Thank you. And next, Dion, do you agree with my opinions?
Hi, good morning to everyone. My name is Teo Dion. I absolutely agree with the pointers now presented by candidate Lowy Kid. According to NSRM, National Suicide Register Malaysia, the rate of suicide which caused by mental illness under the age of 25 is totally high and on an increasing trend. Developing mental illness can lead to breakdown in relationship with family, relatives, and friends. From above, I realized that it's important for us to take proactive action in curbing the rising rate of mental illness and maintain good mental health. If mental illness is treated early enough, it can reduce further ill health and ultimately reduce the risk of suicide. From my point of view, I think that the major factor that could potentially result in poor mental health is bullying, social isolation, poverty, and sleeping problems. I would like to share some tips to my audience in maintaining a good mental health. Firstly, seeking the advice from doctor or mental professional is the effective solution for us to solve mental illness. Secondly, if we are struggling to deal with the challenge in our life, we might feel depressed or hopeless. At this time, we could directly find our family member or friends to communicate with them. I think that they are willing to listen our voice and give support by providing some solution for us to overcome difficulty. Parents with low income are always stressful as they need to bear the burden in the whole family. Hence, I think that the government and NGO, non-government organization, should provide some financial support for them to improve the quality of life. For example, the government could provide free education for their children, provide basic necessity as well as money for them. Sufficient sleep is also important for us to avoid mental illness, as lack of sleep could increase the stress level. Also, I motivate the millennial generation to engage themselves in learning the proper relaxation technique such as yoga, meditation, and laugh therapy. Last but not least, I think that a person who owns a good religion could help in management of stress. It also brings a positive impact for us to instill good moral value and keep thinking in a positive way. That's all for my part. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Nur Syafiqah binti Muhammad Anifa. My market number is 19122167. Today I'm going to continue conclusion. We were raised as a generation to become high achiever. We are encouraged to work hard in school from a young age, to look a certain way, to live up with our peers, but always standing out in order to excel. The ideas of multidimensional perfection have been raised by our generation, in which we actively seek a multitude of conditions that define success. This focus on perceived individual accomplishment has caused a new obsession with one's self-worth, with self-image, and is only intensified by the prolific use of social media. In today's adolescent, that inherent inclination to equate oneself to the most perfectly described facet of others contribute to an extraordinary high amount of stress. Take for instance, unrealistic expectation of beauty set by Photoshop models. The relentless pursuit of this idea of appearance has led to a decline in self-worth and increase in anxiety about the quality of the body, and the use of eating disorders such as bulimia or anorexia. In addition, quick access to news stories that report on contemporary social issues has contributed to a society in which it is almost difficult to separate oneself from the horrific news of everyday life. We are living in an age where we are more concerned than ever of world issues. Furthermore, if we have one anxiety disorder, it is extremely possible that, along with depression, we actually have 2 or 3. Studies have also shown that the average level of anxiety in modern-day adolescents are similar to the psychiatrist patient in the 1950s, showing just how extreme the mental health conditions are but normalized. The fact that our culture is not prepared to treat and support those who have mental disabilities is another concern. 93% of teachers reported seeing elevated rates of mental illness among children and adolescents. The researchers also have found, however, the majority of academic personnel lack the expertise and training to handle student mental health concerns. Lastly, the time for reform is now. We must take steps in the present in order to provide our children and our future with a healthier and safer lifestyle. In order to recover from mental disorders, these teens need treatment and that support must be provided in an appropriate and proper manner. As a community concerned about our future generation, in order to support these teenagers, we need to put in place such mental health nets such as preparation for all academic workers. That's all from me. Thank you.
Before we end our video presentation, I would like to share a positive words which sounds like: give yourself the same care and attention that you give to others and watch yourself bloom.